Compared to the countries I've taught before, what do I think about Taiwanese education? Well, I've taught in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've taught in 5 countries. But each country I've taught in has been very different from the other ones. Compared to, well, let me take 2 other countries as an example. So I taught in Austria, which is, like next to Germany, between Germany and Italy. And I taught in the Republic of Georgia, which is like between Russia and Turkey. Okay, so let's take those 2 as contrasts. If you were to compare Taiwan to Austria, there are probably more similarities. Austria is a well-off country, kind of a rich country, and so they have a lot of resources they can devote to education. One difference, well, and I can also talk about America. I think that compared to like Austria or America or any other country, you guys have more homework. You're in school for longer. Okay, even after school, you go to cram school. So you guys really, they have very, very high expectations for you. So some of the teaching styles are similar, and the way the school is similar, but I think your school is much more, what we say, rigorous, much more intense. And Georgia, though, like I said, Georgia is kind of a poor country, and some of the other countries I've taught is poor. It's very different for them. For them, I taught in a village, and in that village, most people don't go to college. So they don't care about the score they get on the tests. They don't even take tests at the end of their school, right? They just graduate. And most of them are going to become farmers at their own home. They have a home, they have a farm, they're going to work on their farm. So for them, education isn't very important. So yeah, it really just, schools are schools in the whole world. There's a lot of similarities between every school I've been in. But what changes is the level of priority that people give to education. So in Taiwan, education is given a very, very high priority. Parents care about it very much. The government cares about it very much. There's a lot of money that goes into it, a lot of time that goes into it. So even though schools are the same in some ways all around the world, in Taiwan, I think there's the most, of all the places I've been, the most emphasis on education. And that's usually good, but sometimes it's also not so good because I think students have too much pressure in Taiwan. This is my personal opinion. I think you probably agree with me. But that's, yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes, next group. Hi. I know who you are. What will I do after my teaching in Wesley? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm actually trying to figure that out right now in my life. So, as long as I stay in Taiwan, I will stay at Wesley. But once I leave Taiwan, I'll probably go back to the United States. I have no idea what I want to do because I do not want to teach in the United States. I think there are many problems with teaching in the United States. So I'm trying to figure out, if I eventually leave, when I eventually leave, what am I going to do? And I don't know. I would like to do something related to education, but not necessarily teach in a school. So I'm trying to think of something in that direction, Like if you go to a museum and people show you things, or if you go to a historical site and people show you things. Like class field trips. When you guys go on a class field trip and there's somebody who knows all about the stuff and talks about the stuff, I'm thinking of maybe doing something like that. Because I love talking to people and I love teaching and I love history, but sometimes the classroom setting is not necessarily where I think I want to spend my time. So, yep, thank you.
I'm from Wesley Post.
Hi.
Hi. Why did you choose Wesley when you were finding the job